Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith. This is Smith in the Black with the Strat time report, and a little quiet out there, and we'll take a look here. We got J-Pow coming up. So SPY does gap up slightly, but you can see this doji on the day not doing much. The question is whether we can really take out this week, right? You got a week down and then up, so we're watching that 406.41 level. We're still below that right now, to see if we can get above that. If we go to our 60 here, see this. The 2 up on the gap, the 2 down, the 2-2 reversal up, but right back in the middle of the range. And for the month, doing nothing. All right, that's a bit of a problem as far as trading the futures. If you go to, let's write this one down. If you go to QQQ here, and this is what we would have preferred this open flat. You had an inside day yesterday for the Qs, right? Inside day. So we'd prefer that to open and then move through, because then it would stop these guys and these guys out. But when you gap up like this, that might be it, because you're still handling an inside weak. That's a problem. You can see, once again, just like the SPY, the 2 up, the 2 down, 2-2 reversal, and back into the middle of the range for the day, giving you that doji. But this time of the day, we'd prefer to have nice long red and green bars. Right now, still trying to work its way up, but the Q's got some distance to take that week out. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, and all looking similar, 2 up, then 2 down, and then back up just a little bit. Still handling an inside week. Working on, even if we rally up, we're going to be doji on the month. So not too much going on these broader averages, but just want to take a look at them here. And small cappers still getting closer, but still an inside week. And they actually went to the highs off of that. The 2 up, the 2 down, and then boom. These two became an outside bar of that. So we'll see what it gives. Right now, market's still holding fairly firm. I like to talk about a couple things here. The gaps, GLBE. And GLBE, you can see this, gaps down and takes out everything here, right? So people always ask me, like, well, when it's down here, it's down on the week and it's down on the month. I'm like, it is, but when I talk about exhaustion risk, taking this low out, that might have been all the sellers had. They just dumped everything, and then it comes back up. You can see here 2 down on the 60, 2-2 reversal, and if you go to a 30, I said you can just stay on this 30 gapless. You're going to see this inside bar, the poke down, the 1-2-2 rev strat, stopping anybody who's stopped against that, or that, and then some. And off she goes. And that was real nice. That was at 1834, almost $20 now. That's a pretty good move. Another thing I like to talk about, when I just spoke in Vegas, is we always want to try and use combinations and then wait for reversals against us to set back up. And what I mean by that is if you go to the macro charts here, so we'll pull this up for you. And if we go here, it's Netflix puker. If we go to VRTX, VRTX, and we go to the yearly chart, here, the 2 up, the 2 down hammer counter shooter, and that's good all year so long as it's above this 240, 299, right? And so then what we want to do is we want to wait for them shorter term stuff here. Let me get this out of the way. If you go to VRTX here, let the corrective activity happen on the weekly, right? And then it relines up again here, 2 down, 2 up on the week here above this 251, and if that works, it's going to set up the potential the 2-2-2 monther, right, to go after these guys. So that's what I'm talking about when you want to use combinations of all the different time frames. What we did have out the shoot again, energy, OIH, and OIH, 2 down, 2 up reversal on the week, right? We know that we got these macro vids and macro stuff in these guys too, right? And you can see here you got some higher highs and lower lows. So we're going to be looking to take this out in OIH, 286.72, and that's your slabs and your Halliburtons and all that kind of fun. Slab, get 2 down, 2 up, right? And Halliburton. And Halliburton 2 down, 2 up on the week, because we know the XLE and a lot of those things over there have talked about that. We're an inside week to the upside. And so just a little doji on the day would be the problem. Kind of stalls out, but still working so far. And we know the Nurgu's the triple, and that goes up and takes that out. That's what we're looking for, but then it just kind of stalls out. So we'll see. PXD, inside week to the upside, having a nice one after this 2-2 reversal day, and boom, off she goes. And inside month to the upside, PXD, just some exhaustion risk going to the highs. But like a lot of these things, if you pull them out, way out. Ooh, there we go. Get it, because this thing's going into the highs. Because things like Oxy, people are asking me today. I'm like, Oxy's nowhere near its highs, all-time highs. That's a good thing, right? So I want to stay on these kind of things. But for today, just kind of stalls out with those energies. The market's staying pretty firm here, but we'll take a look. If we go to EXPD, the EXPD, just like on that VRTX yearly chart, this is what we look for. Hammer counter shooter. 2 up, 2 down, 2-2 reversal. We're looking for these two to become an outside bar of this, or even tomorrow if it doesn't make it today, and that's going to be over 114.91. So just a little bit more on that, because it's one of the few things that does have this monthly reversal signal here. 2 down, 2 up on the month. If we go to STX, and STX does its job. It takes all these guys out, so you can see you have a broadening formation here. Lower lows and now higher highs, so it just kind of stalls out. But on that weekly, you can see that once again. Hammer, counter shooter, looking to take these guys out. It did. Now we'll see if that sets up again, though, if the buyers continue to step up in there. If we go to SMH, and SMH, inside day to the upside, like I said with the Qs, however, acting a little bit better, because now on the weekly you've got this hammer counter shooter, right? So if we can keep these things going, we'll look and see if we can take this out. 247.19. Rev Strat on the 30. Inside bar, pokes down. Now, triangles them out of here again. It's 2 down. We'll see if we can go try and take these guys out. You've got AMD trying to lead the charge over there. And once again, the 2 down by taking out the lows, 2 up reversal on the week. Now you took these guys out. The question, you're going to be able to step up and get some more going, but that tells you, you can look at all of them, like LRCX, inside day to the upside, 2 down, 2 up on the week. All right, and here you go. Here's how you get in on that. 30 down, 2 up. Right there's your reversal, and back up, trying to go back towards the highs. So you can watch a bunch of those. You got SWKS. Having a nice day, inside day to the upside, coming after the week. This would be a 3 outside bar, 2 down, 2 up here, above 106.41. You're there right now, so we can look for additional signals on that as well. If we go to UPST, trying to fight back up into the gap, handling an inside week, that we know. The month is red. But they kind of did what they were going to do to it. This is quite the decline, right? So once again, on that 30, you can see this. Inside bar, 2 down, boom, Rev Strat, and off she goes towards the highs. Working on that gap. We'll see how much more that's got to it. If we go to QTWO, and QTWO, the 2-2 reversal on the week. 2 down hammer, boom, 2-2 reversal, and off she goes. Big outside day for it. Now it just had a nice run. Now it's inside on the 30, but after a run like this, we'll see how it consolidates, maybe get your 60. But then down the road, we want to see if this hammer forms for the month. If we go to Honeywell, and Honeywell, 2 up, 2 down, hammer counter shooter weaker here, above 197.24. Takes all these guys out in one shot. Anybody who stopped against this stuff, we'll see if it's strong enough to climb up there. Once again, the Rev Strat 30. Inside, 2 down, Rev Strat, stop them out through here. And if that works, that continues on that weekly. If we go to AMCX, and AMCX, outside week last week, that's a 3. And what that means is this selling was getting rejected because it's an outside bar. and it's still getting rejected, right? And you're back into this old 3 here, trying to come back through this range, looking for an outside month. 2 down, now green, so we're looking to take this out. 42.49, you got a little bit more on that. If we go to, well, Corvo, more semis. Corvo having a nice little day. 2 down by taking out the lows. 2-2 reversal. Kicking variation. What that means is this was all red, and then it gapped up in here. Boom. Taking all these guys out, you got a little bit more. And you got the outside week. 2 down, and so this really can get going if we can get it over 107.83. You're not quite there yet. We'll see. If we go to EA. EA, once again, outside week. We're taking out both sides. Continuation. This selling was rejected. It's still getting rejected, coming back through this stuff, which gives you the outside month. Right. Here's your inside on the 30. 2, 1, 2, and off she goes. So you just got some exhaustion risk. But one of the things we talk about, on several time frames is trading the reversal and adding on the continuation. And so what I mean by that is you can see here on a daily basis, this was a 2 down. This was your 2-2 reversal, right? So you get that reversal. Then you have the inside bar for the 2-1-2 continuation. You can add to it right there. All right, and so I know these are dailies, but you can do that on any time frame. So that's what we like to do, because you want to pour it on once you have a winner. And if this is just a daily basis, then if you're still long, you could add again on this 30 right here. All right, buy, add, right, and going out towards the highs. If we go to little guy BMEA. Upstart going to the highs, EXPD going to the highs. BMEA, and here's your 2-2 reversal. 2 down, 2 up, comes back through this range and stops them all out, which gives you an outside week and an outside month. So just kind of stalling out here. We'll see if you can get a 60 out of it. Inside on the 60, so you can keep an eye on that inside 60. Market's still staying firm here. If we go to LGVN. And LGVN, inside day. So once again, your reversal, 2-1-2 reversal, 2-1-2 continuation, and if that works, it gives you the 2-2 reversal on the week. Here, 2 down, 2 up, right? And getting closer, still red on the month, but it could set up, something there. We'll see, because you had your reversal here, the 1-3. Right, so we'll see what comes of that come the end of the month. Anyway, also we've got some druggies moving. Merck driving into new highs. All right, Merck not having any problems here. Going into new highs. How's those 30s? So you can see right in the opening. Stop them out. 2-2 reversal on the 30 back to previous range. 2 down, 2 up on the 30. Bristol Myers also doing all right here. Bristol Myers. And trying to come through here, just some exhaustion risk by going into recent highs, but you always like to see that those combinations of they're going after big cap drugs. If we go to CVET, let me see what's going on here. CVET, inside week to the upside. We saw this yesterday. Now goes outside on the month. Still having another nice day. You can keep an eye on that. We'll see if that sets up again for us. On the downside, Walmart. Ow, right? And Walmart on the month, 2 up, 2 down reversal coming back through previous range. So you can see the higher highs. Now you can come back down here and take out these lower lows. And these two would be an outside bar of all this, and hopefully that, if you can really get her going. And you can see on the 60 here, just straight puking. But on the 30, you'll see this. You see these two? Both inside bars of that. So depending on when your 60-minute updates, that would be an inside 60. So you can take it here as soon as it breaks below that, 134.75, to take these guys out here at 134.36 and hopefully more. If we go to Home Depot, Home Depot, well, coming back a little bit now, but you can see this on the 30 when you're trading the gap list. 2 up, 2 down. Right here, 2-2 reversal, then another 2 down, 2 up reversal back up. So you can play that both ways. If you go to D-Dog, there's not really a lot of things getting hit here. D-Dog's starting to fight back inside on the 30, but hits exhaustion risk. And what you're going to see here on the daily is this. That's why you always want to be aware of when you're going to new lows or new highs, because there's your broadening formation right there. Still inside month to the downside. We'll see if this sets up again for us as well. Let's go back to the broader averages one more time. SPY. It's kind of stuck here, but still going up here. These are looking to be coming outside bar of that and going after that week, right? So remember, for the week on SPY, you want to know about 406.41, right? We just took it out. All right, it's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith. This is Mr. Black. Strat Time Report.